The Most High not hearing me. Why? Cause it wasn't no fear in me. Psalms 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning, and He liberally gives understanding to all those that do
Chasing after
commandments.
girls that ain't got no clothes on, that sounds a little bit better. If you make that decision, watch this. Read. Read it from top again.
For if we sin willfully after that which we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
God says there is nothing else that can be sacrificed for you to receive forgiveness or atonement for the decisions you make. Because under Moses' time, how do we get forgiveness of sins? Animals were killed. Animals were killed. But later on, we had an actual man, the Son of God himself came and took the place of those animals. That's why you don't see us killing animals today. Because one man took on that atonement. But now, we living in this time of this grace period now. Now we decide to still do that evil, right? God said it ain't nothing else that can be sacrificed. It's gonna be you that's gonna be sacrificed. It's gonna be your blood at this point gotta be spilled. The Lord exhausted all His resources at this point. I ain't got nothing else to offer you to keep you alive. It gotta be you that die now. Get rid of it.
Verse 27. But a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
So he's saying instead of you having another sacrifice for forgiveness, it said instead you're gonna have a fearful looking for a judgment. Because when we come out here, we teach people, we show them, hey, the Bible says thou shalt not kill, you can't eat pork, you can't eat this. They already know that if they don't do these things, the Lord gonna deal with them. They understand that something bad is coming if they decide to go against these things. But the Lord said that's what you're going to have to look forward to. That's going to plague your mind. You're going to know, damn, I'm out here doing wrong. I already know it's coming. And that's going, what's the word I'm looking for? That's going to grieve your spirit. Day to day, that's going to mess with your mind. Because you know it's coming. You don't know what corner it's coming from. It could be from a car accident. It could be from a heart attack. It could be from somebody doing a drive-by and missing the person they target hitting you. It could be anything. Read.
He that despiseth Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
So during Moses' time, you died without mercy then. You died by stoning. They killed you. It was a merciless death. Painful. But read.
Of how much sorrow punishment, suppose ye, shall he be thought worthy, who hath trodden underfoot the Son of God.
So he's saying, how much more of a worse punishment are you going to be worthy now that somebody greater than Moses came and died so you can get forgiveness, but you spit in his face? It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. So sisters like that, they don't consider that. They don't think of that. They don't think about that. And like I said, sadly enough, if they don't change, they don't decide to make the decision to change, they're going to die. They're going to receive this punishment, this more sore punishment that this Bible is talking about. And I pray and hope that you make the right steps and decisions that you don't fall in this category either. You know what I'm saying? Read Sirach 5 and 7. I'm hoping when you leave here today, the things that you've learned, that you've listened to, you do your own research on it. You grab whatever Bible you got at home and fact check what we're saying. See the thing we read, see if he just coming up with verses on top of his dome, he just reading something and got a makeshift book. You know what I'm saying? Fact check it. You know what I'm saying? Go home, fact check it, do your research, and see if it's something that makes sense to you. And if it does, I encourage you, bro. It don't. To me, it's illogical for something that makes sense to you and you not do it. If it makes sense to you, act on it. Put action behind it. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from the day. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
So he said, make no tarrying. Don't wait to start putting action behind what you're hearing. Because it said, by the time you're sitting there, you waiting like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get my car fixed. I'm going to wait till I get a certain amount of money so I can be good. Then I'm going to start, keeping the Sabbath day like I learned. Or I'm going to start applying these commandments. The Lord said, you do that, you don't know what day He coming back. That waiting period that you putting yourself in to actually make the right decision could be that waiting period that he decides, okay, I'm making my return from the judge to earth. And then you're gonna be caught with your pants down. Then you be like, damn, if I was just did it when I heard it. You're gonna be living regrets. You don't want that. Hey, I'm afraid of that. I'm like, bro, that's a bad position to be in. Free.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
Is that it on that? And you don't want to put yourself in that position. And the only way you're gonna be able to take yourself out of that position is acting on the things that you're learning today. And one of the ways you do that, and what's gonna help you, is definitely 2-1. It's gonna be gathering together with men who think the same as you. Cause I'm gonna tell you, bro. Before I started congregating with these brothers here, when I first learned this, it took me a period of like maybe 6 months to a year of like just figuring out if this is what I really wanted to do, if it made sense, and then acting on it. You know what I'm saying? It took me a waiting period. But if I had the encouragement that, hey, you might want to make the decision quicker, I wish I would have had that encouragement for somebody else. Cause I learned. Somebody in person telling me this. I learned online. You know what I'm saying? So I would have wished I could have had it in person like you getting it right now, because it would have put more of a fire under me to make the decision quicker. Give me more time to fix whatever issues I got. Because I'll tell you right now, you got countries right now got their fingers on a button right now, getting ready to turn this world into a place we've never seen it before. Making an environment that we've never seen it before. And we walk around here living like, what Cardi B doing? That's what we focused on. You know, what Kodak Black doing? And this world finna be over with. We are in La La Land. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, even more so now, bro, I encourage you, make haste. Put some pep in your step, don't wait on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait on it. Read.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So that nation is not desired as us. Because everywhere that the Lord scattered us during this time, we are always those people that's at the bottom. We're those ones that suffer from some form of oppression, poverty. It's us. And the people that's in power in those lands, they allow it to happen because they don't give a damn about us. We're that nation that's not desired, not cared for, not loved. God says those people, we need to gather together. Because within numbers, we got safety. We can have that safety net. We can encourage one another in the times that's getting ready to come. That's why I encourage you, bro. If stuff hit the fan and you by yourself, you still contemplating on what to do. Hey, it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard because it's gonna turn into a war zone here. It's gonna turn into a war zone. Start 37 and 12. But the people, even if you don't gather with us, gather around men that you know that's keeping these commandments. Because in that is going to be safety. You don't gotta be with us. We don't care about numbers, bro. We'll come out here with just 2-3 brothers. We don't care about numbers. We don't care about having a TD Jake size congregation. We don't care. What we do want though is the people that have a spirit to sit here and listen like you have. We want them to actually take action on what they're listening to fact check it and put themselves in that safety net of believers. And we want that for you, bro. I promise. That's why we ain't asking nobody for no money. We don't want nobody to donate nothing. You can have your money. We want legitimate change, bro. That's all we want. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 2.
I think it is. Yeah, read.
Sirach, chapter 37, verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and who will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
So God says, even if it's not with us, find brothers and sisters whose mission is to strive to keep these commandments perfect. These are because people like, so it'd be women that be like, I can't find no godly men in today's world or whatever. Godly men are gonna be those that's keeping the commandments. So you want to find those men and women who got the same mindset as you and the same goals as you. Be continually with these men, because when hard times follow you or following them, y'all gonna be there for each other. Y'all gonna be there to support each other. And when this world starts to go to SH, we gonna be there to support one another. We're gonna be there, because you gotta think about it. When the apostles were around, when they was teaching, and they had thousands of people that started to believe and repent, what did they do with those people? They set up churches in those areas. They had a place where these people came together. They congregated on the Sabbath day. That's a part of keeping it holy, if you didn't know. It's congregating. So they established places where these people can come. They can start learning. They can start being able to judge one another, correct one another, based upon what's written here. We need that structure. And that's what God is trying to establish. When he coming back and he established his kingdom, the government for his kingdom is going to already be here. Because we practicing those things that's going to be established in his kingdom. So these things that we teaching now about not buying on the Sabbath, loving your brother as yourself, these are actually going to be laws that's enforced like how America got laws that's enforced. And we're going to have a force to judge people that decide they want to do otherwise. They're going to die. Luke 19:27, I think. Luke 19:27. Just to prove what I'm saying. Because Christ said it himself. Luke 19:27. Watch what he said about the people that decide to not serve him when he comes back. Watch this.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
So Christ said, guess what? When I come back in my kingdom, and I'm gonna have even of my own people, that's gonna be my enemies that decide, you know what? I ain't trying to have you rule over me and be my king. I ain't trying to have you trying to enforce, oh, I can't get high and get drunk. I don't want that. Like, okay, cool. I want you to bring them people here and kill them before me. Because the Lord ain't finna, I'm telling you, bro, it ain't gonna be no such thing as no nigga in the Lord kingdom. Niggas, bees, and hoes, they are not going to exist upon the Lord's return. They not going to exist. You know what I'm saying? What you learning today, bro, is what's going to transition niggas to godly men, bees to godly women, virtuous women, and it's going to fix the issues that we got in Gate City, we got in all the projects. It's going to fix those issues. If only we got brothers like you that's willing to stand up, and it's going to take action behind it. Because that's what the Lord is looking for, believe it or not. Psalms 94:16. And we're going to close out in a minute. Psalms 94:16. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. There's not many people, bro, that's willing to sit here and listen like you. It's not many. But guess what? The Bible says it wasn't going to be that. It was going to be that way. So you could be one of those chosen few, bro. And I hope you really take that home and ponder on that. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So this is a question that God got for the men, the leaders, so-called leaders of his people. Who is going to stand up and going to stand up for me against the people that's committing the murders in Gate City, committing the murders in Tallahassee? Who's going to stand up and do something about it? Who's going to stand up and do something about all these people that go back and forth and decide to hate God by the way that they live? Who's going to stand up for him and deal with these people and talk to them? Be like, hey, sister, did you know what you're doing is a direct opposition against what God said to do, to live? Who's going to do that? It's got to be willing and able men that's not going to fear what these people are going to bring forth. Because I'm telling you, bro, we've been threatened with violence. You know what I'm saying? We've been threatened to getting locked up, all that, for just teaching this. And they're supposed to be so-called Christians and Bible believers. Hey, keep reading.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
And that can be you, bro. That can be you. It needs to be you. Read.
Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence.
That's it. I think that's it all I want on that. Give me Matthew 26. We're going to close out. So that needs to be you, bro. It needs to be you. And I hope sooner, if not today, sooner than later, we see you at that address. That's on the back. You got a flyer? On the back of that flyer is our school address. We'll be there every Saturday at I think it's 12:45. 12:45 or 1:45 is when the door is open. So come through. If you ain't working, which if you are, I would encourage you to tell your boss to give you that time off, because it's the Sabbath. Be like, for my religious observances, I need to have this day off. And legally, in some way, shape, or form, they gotta make means to try to work with you on that. So if you haven't already, do that. And when you get that time off, try to be at the address, bro, if you can. Or congregate with somebody that's gonna keep the commandments and teaching the commandments. Be with somebody, bro. You don't want to be in this world by yourself. Satan devours us by ourselves, bro.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.